Good morning people, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. So I've hit the highway and Agra, as you can see behind me, is about 100 odd kilometers, 106 kilometers from here. It's gonna be a short and sweet 2-hour ride and we've left Etawah behind. So let's go visit Agra, check out some of the places. I've been there once before when I was very young, so I have very faint memories. So it's time to relive those memories and really excited to see what Agra has to offer in terms of food. So let's get started. Alright, so it's almost noon, so stopped at a decent looking hotel. It's a pretty big area that they have, so I'm just sitting outside. There are 2 tables set up in the sunshine, so decided to take a breakfast break. Ordered some chai and some stuffed parathas, keeping it light. We're about 30 to 40 kilometers from Agra, so then we're probably gonna spend some time finding a good hotel to stay there. So just taking a short snack break here. And also yesterday I grabbed some well, sweets or snacks, whatever you want to call it. So there is this difficult to see, but this is called gurupatti. So it's made out of jaggery and peanuts, and then this is gajak. So grabbed it from the streets while I was exploring the markets of Etawah. This is like a healthy snacking option because I've seen the prices of these dry fruit laddus are increasing the more distance I travel. Taggu's laddus were like 20 to 28 rupees, right? And then I found another shop extreme in the outside of Kanpur, close to the railway station. That was 30 rupees. Shops here are selling it for 40 rupees a piece, which is a little bit ridiculous. So anyways, I grabbed this instead. This was much healthier. I'm gonna already place the order. I'm gonna wait for breakfast, and then after a short break we'll continue the ride. So hello from Agra, made it to my hotel. Was not that difficult finding accommodation out here that's reasonably budget friendly. So it's a modest kind of accommodation. This is the hotel Goyal Palace and comes with Wi-Fi and hot water and very budget friendly. So kind of took it for 2 nights for now. And I'm about 5 or 6 odd kilometers from Taj Mahal and the fort. So the reception people told me to go check that out today, and tomorrow I can do a day trip a little bit further away, about 100-kilometer return trip from here. So that sounds reasonable. So today let's kind of freshen up a bit. It's already 2 p.m. and then head straight out towards the fort and Taj Mahal area. Finally made it to the Taj Mahal. You can see it's excessively chaotic out here. Found the parking. This is the metro station for the Taj Mahal close to the West Gate. So using the parking for that, and they're using surge pricing. Typically it should be 10 rupees parking, but because of the excessive chaos and traffic, they're charging 20 rupees today. It's like we have no point bargaining and fighting with them. Anyways, let's go inside the Taj Mahal, pay for the ticket and get away from this loud crowd. Okay, quick update. Just had a massive fight with the entire team and called their supervisor on site. There's a board sign that has a complaint number that you can call directly on the toll number, and they say like it's a per entry fees, not per hour fees. So I argued about it and got the 10 rupees back. So it's 20 rupees for a car, 10 rupees for a two-wheeler, and no matter what they say, do not pay by the hour because it's per entry, not per hour. Anyways, that was a very petty fight, but I had to do it. Like, scams everywhere. Let's go inside. Alright, inside the premises, it's a 45 rupees entrance ticket. Mobiles, cameras, I think are mostly allowed inside unless if you carry a tripod or some fancy gear. And if you pay online, I think it's 45. Offline might be about 5 rupees more expensive. And other than that, there's also like forced selling of the guides out here to learn history and stuff. We start at like 500, come down to 400, and negotiate even further. But I just want to enjoy a walk in the park and just walk around. So, and I think this ticket is only for the exterior premises. If you want to climb up, go all the way inside, I think to the mausoleum is about 200 rupees additional or something like that. Let's go see how far this ticket gets us. The paint is a little bit worn out, but it talks about the historical foundation of the Taj and how they reinforced it, and how there is wood underneath the water that needs constant flow to stay submerged and give stability. It has a weight bearing capacity of 2.5 thousand trillion kilos. Wow, this is amazing. I think I'm almost at the West Gate. Somewhere there should be the entrance point. Finally done with all the security clearances and just gained access. So through that gate, behind that is the Taj Mahal. There's a lot of crowd today because it's a weekend, so it does take some time, but it's 4 p.m. already out here. Not sure if I can check out a whole lot more after I'm done with the Taj Mahal, but at least let's check that out first. Made it inside the premises. That's the, where did it go? Here. There's the Taj Mahal right behind me, facing the other way around for the sunlight. But now comes the biggest challenge, to take the best selfie possible with a gazillion people around in your selfies. But yeah, that's kind of still more or less what I remember from back in the childhood days. There is a mosque and a mausoleum. I think that's the mosque. The mausoleum is here. I think everybody knows this is the symbol of love, so I don't need to get into a history lesson. Not gonna go inside because I didn't take that ticket anyway, but trying to get as close as this ticket takes me, the 45 rupees ticket. So let's wait through the crowds, try get closer. So got really close to the Taj Mahal. That behind me, I don't know if you can read the Arabic inscriptions on top as well from the Quran. And I don't remember if these gardens were accessible back in the day, but right now they aren't. So that's the entrance gate we came from, came all the way. And I think if you want to get onto that pedestal, that requires a separate ticket. For the general ticket holders, you'd be walking along this path and then continue further. And there are board signs around that say you get any and all sort of shoe covers for free. But people are also trying to, rip you off by selling them for 10 rupees, 20 rupees, whatever. The amount is minuscule. The point is it's supposed to be free, but they're charging you for it anyway. So be mindful of the scams that are running out here. They have board signs here that they are all free. Anyways, not that I have to get that because I'm not getting on top of that, but that requires a shoe cover because it's supposed to be neat and clean inside. So I'm gonna walk around. It's almost 4:30 here. Not sure if I'm gonna end up watching the sunset from here, but let's see what else is around in the premises. But this is, yeah, I got really close to the Taj. Made it to the back side of the Taj Mahal. This I think was their guest house. Then this is the Taj Mahal and this is the water of river Yamuna. Across the river there is this there are some people standing far out in the distance along that boundary. So that's the ADA selfie point or the Mehta Bagh. So at some point, maybe tomorrow, I'll go there because that's at a distance from the Taj Mahal, so you get another vantage point further away from all the crowds. And I think this area is now under the military. You can see all the barbed fencing, so not allowed to go there for safety reasons. And at some point, this used to be the front access point of the Taj Mahal. I think where we are using it now is a kind of modified front entrance for the Taj. But yeah, I think it's almost time for the sunset. The sun is setting on that side, so I'm gonna go somewhere over there, catch a sunset behind the Taj, and then I guess I don't want to go to the fort right now, although it's close by, but it's almost sunset time, so won't see much. Probably leave that for later. But there's a Sadar Bazar afterwards where we can go and hang out. But let's enjoy a nice sunset first. Took a selfie with the Taj Mahal from every possible direction now that I'm here after all this time. So this is the mosque side. On this side the sun is setting. Also took selfies here, so I have about 4 dozen odd selfies for thumbnails and reels and whatnot. I'm satisfied this time. Anyways, let's start heading towards the Sadar Bazar and grab some street food, find a way out of here through the same gate that we came in from. Was just on the way out trying to look for a good spot to see the sunset. The sun is hidden behind the trees, but I just wanted to share a fun fact of sorts. Well, it wasn't really fun, but like the change of stories as it passes along. Okay, let me find a good spot that's not so noisy, and then I'll share the story. So with the sound of the chirping birds, the story goes that all the 20,000 odd artisans who built the Taj Mahal, they had their hands chopped off. It's a sad story, but this is very prevalent. The other form of the story is that not all 20,000 artisans, but their leads, such as the lead engineer, the architects, etc., had their hands chopped off. The other form of the story is such that this building the Taj Mahal took nearly 25 plus years, right? So all the artisans that were working here, they were doing only this for all that time of their life. And they were doing this 24/7. So this was the only skill that they knew. They only knew how to make the Taj Mahal and nothing else. So it was more like, Symbolically their hands were cut off in the sense that they didn't know what else to do once the Taj Mahal was built. But there is like different forms of the same story. So comment down below if you know which one is to be believed, like which is more relevant according to you. But the story that we grew up listening was the first one, where we say like all the artisans had their hands chopped off. Find it hard to believe, but apparently that was the norm. Anyways, so I'm passing through the gardens. I don't suppose I can see the sunset anymore. It's behind the trees. Listening to a lot of these birds chirp because the sun is setting, and exiting the same way. There's a big ass line out there on the way out as well. But we have to go through the crowd to get to Fortuner. So just made it to the Sadar Bazar, as you can hear from all the honking. So all this is the market. There are different lanes as well. So there's the food lane, there's some leather market lane, couple of other different things. So we're gonna walk around and spend time here. Guess it's they charge 10 rupees by the hour and 20 rupees for 4 hours. So I took a 4-hour slot, and the parking slip is valid all over the market. So you can remove from parking here, park anywhere else, so the same slip within that 4-hour window, and you can keep moving around if you need to. I don't plan on doing that, but I'm just gonna go over to the other side of the street and start walking around. That was a nice and modest meal and an early dinner. So went inside this Om Bhojanalaya. They have a cafe up top and a restaurant downstairs. Very budget friendly. I had very light meal, one dal, roti just for the namesake, and some salad. And along the way, I saw a dessert shop by the name Panchi Petha. This is the most prominent dessert in this area. The only problem is they have a whole bunch of shops selling that. So I don't know if that's the original one or just a branded copy. But anyways, there's one shop here. So there's always space for desserts. It's going to be my last stop for today. Nope, that didn't work. The Panchi Petha shop, they only sell packed petha, so there was no like single piece a la carte to try. And there's another one that says Panchil Petha. So this is a exact copy because they try to modify the name ever so slightly, so you can't recognize the difference. So this is not it. We'll try again tomorrow at some other shop. There are numerous shops selling this kind of petha. I'm sure I'll find a different one. Anyways, gonna end this vlog here. Gonna walk around the market on the other side. They're blasting music. Gonna check it out, what's happening over there. And in tomorrow's vlog, we'll be out for a day trip. So do check that out. Until then, this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off.